Hello lovely people, my name is Emma and today we're doing a bullet journal flip through for September and October. So we're on the floor in the new house with the lovely carpet and this is my Dingbats journal, I'll link it down below. So we're going to jump in with September. September's theme was bamboo and pandas when I could be bothered to draw pandas. So there's kind of three different ways of drawing the bamboo that you can see here. One's like long chains of sausages, one's with these little circles in between and then just joining them up, and then one is with gaps in between. And it was really fun to kind of play around with those and really go for a very strict colour scheme, which was interesting. So here we have my monthly calendar with my little bamboo eating my little panda even eating bamboo at the bottom. For these, like with pretty much everything I do with my bullet journal, I will just Google like whatever the theme is and then either the word drawing or doodle, and then I'll use that as a reference point for all of the stuff I do, because I'm very bad at drawing things without having something directly in front of me. So that's this month's spread. Then we have my book journal, playing around with some funky prompts, and like always we've gone for the classic Dutch door. It's the thing that I feel like works best with my book journal and gives me the most space. So this one, no, I only did one page, interesting. I end up needing a lot more than this because September was the month of short books. Here's my video tracker with my cute little panda at the bottom. He looks a little bit demented with his eyes. I tried a new thing with the eyes there and I don't know how much I like it. But it was good fun to play around with. And then we have, I did 2 spreads for 2 different readathons, as you can see here. I was going to join in with Becca's Bookopoly and Monsterathon, and I actually tried to work out how various things would fit, and then because I was moving house in September, my brain was like, no, just do not do this. So this was an entire waste of time, but it was very enjoyable to do, and I really enjoyed the fact I made a spooky, scary panda down here in honour of Monsterathon. And I did even vaguely start trying to fill in like books that I'd read during the month that would fit in with bits of the Monsterathon, but I stopped doing that partway through the month as well, again when we started moving. Here's my short little TBR that I drew out and then immediately scrapped because the concept of trying to stick to a TBR was really stressful in September, which I did talk about in my video for that month, but I actually ended up inadvertently picking up a lot of the books that were on it anyway, so it was kind of interesting. Then we have a fitness tracker, which was very chill. I should just draw a big block being like moving boxes for moving house there. And then we just go into my general like to-do lists, of which then we have some weekly spreads. I forgot I did weekly spreads in this one. It's in October I go back to to-do lists. So we played around with some more box type things, which was really good. And my little sleepy panda down below. And I actually bothered to put the calendar bit at the top. I went very like old school bullet journal idea. Similar thing here, just playing around with some different box shapes. And again, a collection of different ones. I quite like this one. I think this one's sweet. Mixed amounts of actually using it, which is all good. And then final one, this was where we moved house, because as you can see it says get house keys, and I did nothing in it this week because it was just moving boxes. This was a total waste of page. Then we had a moving checklist that I barely used, and just an extended to-do list over here, which was very basic because this was towards the end of the month and I just like scribbled some very quick bits of bamboo, so it was very chill. Now we come to the bit where I was just kind of playing and doodling. I really wasn't too sure what I wanted to do for October, and whilst this hasn't actually been a theme for October, nor indeed November because I've started doing November's already, I was just kind of having fun playing around, so I started to use my bullet journal a little bit more for doodly spread based things. Right, now we come to October, and October had 2 themes. First of all, I finished watching Avatar The Last Airbender in September time. So I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to do a theme on the animals from Avatar because they're really, really cool. And then I realised that that is absolutely exhausting to do. So I have 2 spreads with Avatar, and then we move on to what I actually picked. So the first one is Momo, which I am like ridiculously proud of this. Like, how good is my little Momo over there? I even tried to shade him, which for the record, shading in Crayola Super Tips is really fucking hard. And like there's Sokka's boomerang, and I really enjoyed doing this, and this was like a day at work whilst running games, and it was super chill and really pleasant. So this was off to a great start. And then we had this guy, and this was the October monthly with a couple of the different creatures that you find in the Avatar world. So there's like the weird 2 like 4-winged penguins, there's the like sea lion turtle crossovers, there's the like sea lion, lion and tiger crossovers, and I just didn't quite have the right colours, and this was quite stressful to do, and I just generally wasn't really feeling this as a spread and knew that it was way too intense. I couldn't predict how busy October was going to be, and I needed something that was easier to whip up quick spreads. So we decided to look to modern art for our inspiration, and we went for a Mondrian inspired piece. The difference in these two in terms of aesthetic is fantastic. Like, ta-da! And I kind of had fun with this one. It doesn't leave much room for originality or creativity, but it has been really easy. So that's been good in some ways. So we have the monthly like title page. Then we have our calendar, where the boxes were far too small and a bunch of my lines aren't straight, which means it looks really messy if you look anywhere too close to it. And then we have my TBR and video ideas page, which I really like. I find this one soothing, which is excellent. And then we have my video tracker and fitness tracker. Super chill and simple. These are becoming quite consistent fixtures. Again, I enjoyed working out how to put different things. The only downside to this particular spread is you don't leave yourself much room for actual functionality because you're too focused on like drawing big ass boxes. So these, as you can see, are a little bit cramped for fitting stuff in. These are a little bit cramped, like actually functionality wise it does suffer a little bit, but it still looks cool. Then I played around with just some simple boxes to kind of, again, this was like super quick spread that I needed to whip up, and I do quite like this as an effect actually, so you see it again in a second. Then I did my book journal because I realised I hadn't actually done it at that point, and we're going for, once again, classic, oh god, I can't pick up the page, there we go, Dutch door spread, which is my go-to. I love it, it gives me so much space, it's so easy, it's the best way to do things. And then we have another to-do list. I'm really using these pages as much as I can. Another to-do list, I don't quite know what happened there. And then another one, and this one I didn't even bother titling. This isn't even a to-do list, these are all my notes from the Good, the Bad, the TBR dinosaur video recently, and it got super smudgy and I don't even know how. And then final one, literally just chucked a bit at the top. So in terms of like simplicity, this has been an absolute goldmine. Like, it has been super easy to just throw together spreads, but it does limit you because you're just like, I'm just going to draw another row of boxes again. But I have enjoyed it. And then, in case you were curious, I'm going to give you a sneak peek to November. Because November, we are bringing in some brown paper, and I've never used like different colour paper to stick into my bullet journal before, so I'm enjoying November. November is good fun already. The bulk of November is done, but you'll see it at the end of the year with the November, December. So that's it. That's my bullet journal for so far. I've been kind of playing around, having fun with branching out a little bit, which is cool, and I'm very nearly at the end of this. I think it will last through the end of the year, and then there'll be a new one. So that's really it from me, as always with the bullet journal spreads. Classic, chill, just here's my doodles kind of a vibe. Hope you're having a wonderful reading week, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.